The softwood lumber industry is taking a hit because of significant new duties from the United States. Alberta's biggest softwood lumber market, but BC may be hit the hardest.
35% on lumber going across the line is just ridiculous. There's over 250 small manufacturing family-run companies like us in BC.
The administration is taking aim at a major Canadian export. The U.S. Commerce Department is hiking anti-dumping duties on Canadian softwood lumber to 20.56%.
Yo, fam, it's 1:40 p.m. CEST, Saturday, August 9th, 2025, and the trade war just hit a fever pitch. Trump's latest move has the world reeling, and you won't believe the chaos. The U.S. Commerce Department just cranked anti-dumping duties on Canadian softwood lumber to 20.56%, stacking it on top of a 14.54% base, pushing some tariffs past 40%. Then, bam, a 35% lumber tariff dropped in July, and it's a total gut punch. Canada's timber giants are collapsing, U.S. housing's imploding, and the G7, it's a hot mess. This isn't just trade, it's a showdown that could crash your next home purchase. Stick with me, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive into this wild ride. Your likes could unlock more explosive updates. Picture this, early 2025, Trump reignites a decades-old lumber war with a 25% tariff on Canadian softwood, aiming to prop up U.S. producers, but it didn't stop there. By July 25th, the Commerce Department doubled down with that 20.56% anti-dumping duty, setting an August 1st deadline. For a deal or full tariff enforcement, Secretary Howard Lutnick's non-negotiable stance has markets quaking. The U.S. lumber industry, led by Titan Weyerhaeuser, cheered profits were sagging, and they claim Canada's subsidized stumpage fees flood cheap wood into the U.S., hurting American mills. Weyerhaeuser's Q2 profits slashed 50% from $173 million to $87 million, with a grim $60 million drop projected next quarter. Housing's feeling it. Builders warn prices could skyrocket $10,000 plus per home by 2027. Canada's fighting back hard. Ottawa's hinting at export quotas. A $1 trillion leverage play to choke U.S. lumber supply. BC's forestry, with over 250 family-run mills, is on the brink, risking thousands of jobs. The U.S. senators rush to Ottawa for talks, but no deals in sight. This feud's been simmering since the 2006 agreement expired in 2015, and now it's a full-blown crisis. Canadian firms like West Fraser and Camphor are dodging tariffs by building U.S. mills in Georgia and Alabama, bringing jobs but blurring the us versus them line. Meanwhile, U.S. efforts to boost domestic logging by 25% on federal lands face legal battles and won't fill the gap. Experts say it's less than 1% of supply. Here's the jaw dropper. This tariff mess is tanking housing. Rising interest rates and oversupply have lumber prices sliding, but the tariff spike could push costs through the roof. Weyerhaeuser's execs say demand's weak, costs are up, and builders are spooked. Housing starts are stalling. Canada's quota threat could cut 27 million cubic meters of softwood yearly, equivalent to 15 Empire State Buildings worth monthly. That's a supply chain nightmare, and get this, U.S. mills are automating to compete, but trees don't grow overnight, and environmental lawsuits could delay relief for years. Now, the big question, is Trump's gamble backfiring? He's betting tariffs will force Canada into submission, but Ottawa's eyeing new markets and sustainable tech deals. The U.S. push to log federal forests risks wildlife and climate goals, sparking outrage. Posts on X are buzzing. Some call it a lumber apocalypse, others a housing doom loop. Is this the end of affordable homes, or will a last-minute deal save the day? Drop your wildest takes below. Will Canada win, or will Trump's tariff trap explode? This could be the housing crash of the decade. Let's talk money. Trump's $3.4 trillion tax gap fuels these tariffs as a hidden tax on you. Consumer spending's down to 1% growth in 2025. Prices are climbing, and jobs are shaky. Canada's exports are bleeding, and U.S. retailers feel the pinch. But here's the hype. Could this force a global trade reset? BRICS nations are watching, and China's rare earth grip could escalate this. The G7's fracturing, and if Canada pulls that $1 trillion lever, the U.S. economy might stagger. Are we heading for a trade war meltdown? Subscribe now. Your support goldmine.